You come into my house?
Welcome back to the attic, you lovable band of losers.
We're back.
We're trying a new video setup. If you guys like to watch us on YouTube,
Hello.
trying to
Chris
do
just gave you a real good look in the eye.
Yeah, he
right there.
did. You can't see him when he looks at this camera, though.
nah.
Just that
Trying
one.
to dual camera setup more for the fans who enjoy watching us. They get a better look of Adam and Nick's face and my face rather than being up there in that fucking corner.
That's my face right here.
This is
This
mine.
is what-
You might
this
even be
is-
able to see Joe.
Dude, I'm telling you right now on my phone, it's
look
looking good.
This is what the fans come to see, really.
It's looking good.
My
you
face.
See JoJo on there too.
Sure as fuck can't. I can see all of that. I can see all the way to the staircase.
JoJo's up there on you, dude.
JoJo's sleeping.
But I digress. If you watch the video, you'll fucking see. So
Yeah,
let's
you'll
get on
see
with
it.
this shit.
It's a snowy Saturday today.
It is. Oh, matter of fact, can you get me a beer out of our new mini fridge that you guys can notice in that
yeah.
camera?
You want a Miller or you want a Dunkel?
You know, I'm gonna keep it light. Hit me with a Miller.
I just did a complete Vanna White.
If you guys notice, I put some apple cider in there as well, so if we get some Fireball, we can do some hot toddies and stuff.
It wouldn't
Should
close.
I throw it or?
Were you blocking that, or was there something else blocking it?
I was blocking it.
I was like, dude, this thing won't close. You got a defective one.
Nah.
I'm gonna finish my coffee first.
I'm gonna finish my milk, my Mountain Dew, and then I'm gonna have a beer.
Is that a warning light, the little blinky red, or does that mean recording on the GoPro? Because it just started flashing.
Yeah, it's still recording.
Oh, cool, dope.
It just means the back display went off, so it's not killing as much battery as fast.
Oh, I like that idea.
Because I got it on my phone.
Way to go, technology.
That means that we can record longer.
Yeah, a little bit at least. Would you say 13 to 42 minutes longer? Probably not 42 minutes.
But I mean, it'd be in the range.
How much do you think it saves?
I don't.
I
fucking know.
digress again.
Yeah, who gives a shit?
Don't digress.
We got.
I digress.
Is that your word of the day? You said that
I'm
twice.
the leading man. No, he said it earlier.
Oh, so it's been said twice on
Yeah,
the podcast.
that's our word of the day. Today's word of the day, what's in the attic, is digress.
digress.
Please try and use it in a sentence and let us know on Facebook how you used it. Don't force it, though. Come on, don't be that guy or girl. But, no, we got a big weekend, divisional round of the NFL playoffs.
What's that?
Who you cheering for? Texans?
In what game?
In the Chiefs-Texans game.
Oh, Chiefs Texans. I'm going for the Chiefs.
Going for the Chiefs?
I
They're 9.
I wanted to give you a dramatic pause there.
Well, technically, at one point they were both Texas teams.
I was about to say that.
Yeah.
They were the Dallas Chiefs, weren't they?
Dallas Texans.
Oh, that's right. They were Dallas. Well, yeah. But they were the Dallas Texans that became the Kansas City Chiefs. What I meant. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can get,
Clear that out.
I don't know what the fuck that was.
We can get all the projections if you like. But what do you guys think? You think the Chiefs or the Texans are going to take the 2-4 matchup in the AFC?
The Chiefs. If the Chiefs just keep playing, I mean, they don't even have to play as well as they have been the last 5 weeks, because I think the way they've been playing the last 4 or 5 weeks, they are the better team in the matchup.
Did you see?
They're favored by what,
Deshaun
like 9.5?
Watson? You see Deshaun Watson last week? He's pretty good.
You seen Patrick Mahomes all weeks?
I didn't see Patrick Mahomes last week.
Chiefs are
Because they
That's
were
true.
on a bye.
He was
the-
probably taking a nap.
the
Yep.
Chiefs are playing. I mean, high level football right now. Did you see?
I will admit I don't know how, but I'm very impressed how their defense decided to actually be somewhat of a defense.
Yeah, they're good. Like
I don't
the
get it.
The Chiefs in like
They went from absolute
almost every statistical category are a top 10 defense this year in football.
they went from absolute shit to
Not shit.
something.
to the opposite of that.
And it's not like we just like dumped the whole defense and recruited a different defense. The guys just I guess decided like fuck man, they're gonna fire us.
I think Spagnuolo knows what he's doing.
They're gonna fire us if we don't start playing good.
I think he just each week he just got a little bit better, and a little bit better, and a little bit better. And
It's
Here
you know
we
what?
are.
I just want to interject real quick. It has been a while since I got to enjoy a beer on a Saturday morning with my boys
In the
recording a
attic.
podcast.
Yeah. How's it feel?
We haven't had beer down here in a while, and you
Yeah.
know what? It feels right.
Did the
Feels-
mini
it's-
fridge do
is
a
it
good
going
job
down
of cooling
smooth?
down?
Oh yeah, I only put it on 5. It could go colder, but I don't want to.
you know, I've had enough caffeine this morning. You want to grab me one of them? Oh, they're right there by my hand. Look at that. That would have been such a better trick if I just went like
If you had
this.
done that, that'd have been savage.
I gotta put one in that same spot.
You know what?
Every
I'm gonna,
single episode, so
I'm
I
gonna
can
build
just.
a tall table
reach in.
over the top of it, so you guys got something to still put your shit on. I'm sorry, it's
You don't.
inconvenient.
I mean, the table works. If this stuff wasn't on here, it'd be a table.
That's because I was hanging shit up. I don't know if you guys could see it that well because I don't know how well this camera's angle is, but we got a lot more shit up on the
You
wall.
can't see a lot of it, but you can see your
Let's
beautiful
put it up,
face.
let's
so
put it
that's
up to a fan vote.
All right.
Use the fridge as a tabletop or get an actual table.
We'll get a third camera that'll stick over there so it sees the whole room for everyone.
Do we need that?
We
Do
should
we
get
not?
we should get a secret camera that we put in the closet so they can only hear us on the recording,
Ooh.
but it's pitch black.
Maybe like there'll be a spider in there building a web.
Yeah.
Oh
Well, that would
man,
be
it's a
exactly-
time lapse of the spider building the web while it's.
During our podcast.
That would
That
be
sounds like
exactly-
some like Sundance Film Festival shit.
Yeah, I think we could win something here.
Mm.
We might be onto something. But no, give us your insights on the matchups. I mean,
10-point
I
favorites.
would.
So
it is back up to 10.
Yeah, it's back up to 10
Okay,
now.
it went
Yeah.
down to 9.5 at one point.
I didn't know it was that big of a spread, so
Yeah.
congrats on that.
Yeah, the Chiefs are definitely a
So you,
favorite.
so you think the Chiefs are going to take it?
I do.
Okay.
I agree with. Why can I never remember his name? The guy. He's Kansas City native on ESPN. He's a football expert.
Trent Green.
Nope.
No, Taylor's a big fan of him.
Yeah,
I can't remember his fucking name right now.
I can't either.
Can I get any descriptions at all?
He's got a big nose, buzzed head.
Okay.
Oh, looks pretty tall.
I know who you're talking about.
Looks pretty tall.
What's his name?
I can't even remember his name.
It's coming. Give me a second. He's on first take.
Yes. It's not Chris. His name's not Chris.
Oh yeah, we both have computers in front of us. Fuck.
Maybe he's not on first take because it's not.
You're
No, I'm pretty sure
welcome,
he
Lisa.
is.
Well, this segment's been brought to you by Who the Fuck's That Guy?
Just keep talking and I'll find it for us.
All
But
right.
in either way, I mean, he had a video that came out the other day that
I
Taylor
didn't know he was Kansas
posted.
City native.
Taylor posted, and he said that this is the most well-balanced and dangerous Chiefs team in his
Oh,
lifetime.
Yep, I watched that video. Yeah.
The Chiefs offense, we know the Chiefs offense is good, and he said, the
Do we?
Chiefs offense can put up 30 points.
Can
So
they?
if the Chiefs defense just keeps playing at a similar level to what they've been playing, there's no way that the Texans are going to score 34 or 35 points against us. So I definitely like the Chiefs in that one.
I like your opinion on that.
Do you?
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Man, you still haven't found it?
It's difficult. The descriptors that I have are difficult to find it.
Tall, buzzhead, big nose, dude. Come on.
got this shit.
Oh, it's Peter. Peter. Sorry for this delay, guys.
We got
I had two guys searching it now.
We got our guys on it.
I figured Nick maybe wouldn't let me down like
Nick,
he
his
is.
name's Nick.
Jason
His
Anderson?
name's Nick Wright.
His name's Nick Wright.
That's what it is.
Nick
Yes.
I got there, Nick Wright.
He's got your damn name.
Yeah, but it's with a K, so it's not really my name.
It is not the traditional way of spelling it.
True.
Well, no, he spelled the traditional way, and I do not.
Why do you throw a K in there anyways? That doesn't make any sense.
There's no
it's
K in
either
Nicholas.
it's either NIC or NICH for Nicholas. So where the fuck does the K come
Maybe
from?
his name is just Nick.
Doesn't
Maybe
make
his
any
birth
sense.
certificate
it's not.
says Nick.
It's not.
Doesn't fucking make any sense.
It's like my uncle John. Like his name's not Johnny. Like his birth certificate says John Kaufman.
And fridge has a D in it, but refrigerator doesn't.
Yeah. What is up with that? That one actually kind of bothers me because like you could easily just put FRIGE and be
Yeah.
fridge.
Yeah.
Nope, that would be not fridge. Be friggy.
Correct, because
No.
fridge is spelled with a D.
No, it would.
But had it not been spelled with a D, like why?
It would be frid, just still fridge, because fringe is just FRINGE.
Yeah.
Fringe, it's the same
Yeah, but
sound.
it's when you add the N.
Yeah, it's because there's two consonants
English.
between the vowels, so it's not
English
a long
is a
I.
weird language.
Because there's only one consonant between two vowels. It's long, so it'd be
English is hard.
Frag.
Frag.
Yeah.
Can you open the frigerator?
Would
Yeah.
love to.
The frigerator. There it is.
It's a look. Even frigid air doesn't have a D before the G. It's FRIG
just moved it over.
ID.
They
No,
moved
because
it over.
that's how you spell frigid.
They moved it over.
There's also a bottle opener on the front if you guys go for that dunkel.
Yes, there is. Yes, there is.
We're upgrading this attic, guys.
Nick.
You
that me?
You fuck around the mic a
Is
lot.
that me?
Well, I was just gonna. That was just my introduction to
Oh.
my next question.
Yeah. hit me.
Well, it's not really a question. I was just gonna ask you to kind of give the people a Nick Yonter rundown of this weekend's matchups, and
Did people like those?
who doesn't? We want your analysis, your expert analysis.
Yeah.
Semi-professional analysis. He's not an expert or a professional yet, but maybe someday.
There's some weird people that sometimes ask for my sports opinions.
I mean, I'd hire
I
you
don't
to
think
write for
they're
my
weird. You're knowledgeable. You know what you're talking about.
Wow,
Yeah.
thank you. I appreciate that.
I'd hire you to write for my sports.
I don't
article.
always agree with your opinions on things, but you at least have
A reason.
a reason behind what it is. You can back it up. It's not like you just throw hot takes out there just to do it, and then you're like, I don't know why I fucking believe
Texans
that.
are going to be teased by 50. What?
Yeah.
That's just what's going to happen.
Yeah,
so.
that's just what I think. That's just what I feel. What would make you logically feel that?
It's just that's how it happens.
It is what it is.
So I think the Chiefs are. I would bet on them beating the Texans. That 10-point spread's pretty big though. Like if I was in Vegas, I would probably take the under on it. If I'm 100% honest. Yeah, Christian D got a big time.
Yeah, I'll show it to you later.
Lightsaber?
I can't go that far with these headphones, so.
What is that?
I think Nace is trying to call me.
Dang.
You should know him on podcast.
Dang,
That's right,
man.
buddy.
How fucking dare him?
Oh no, that was my aunt. Nace
The
just,
sleepless elite.
Yeah, Nace just texted me.
Weren't we supposed to have him on?
Yeah.
I mean,
But we were supposed to have him on last week.
it's not like this is the last episode. we'll
Oh,
ever
we didn't
record.
because he
That
was
was the plan, yeah.
he was dying.
Adam was dying.
What?
You fucking fuck. How dare you almost die on us?
We'll talk about that later.
He had a rare boating accident where he got flung off a boat and he
It was rare.
he got impaled
Especially
on his
because it's the winter.
It was rare because I was actually on the ice.
yeah.
But yeah, I think the 10-point spread for the Chiefs Texans, I think is a little big. Like if I was at Vegas better, I'd probably bet the under on that. I think it's gonna be closer than 10 points. But I mean, you never know. I mean, Chiefs offense has been really good. I think that if they play the way that they should win. Texans do get Will Fuller back this week though,
Yeah.
which is interesting because the Texans are a very explosive offense. They were in the second half in the game. They should have lost. They should have been put away by the Bills. But
Yeah.
the Bills kicked field goals instead of scored touchdowns, and they allowed Deshaun Watson to come back.
Tough to win playoff
What'll
games
do?
when all you do is kick field goals.
It is. But the Bills, impressive performance by the Bills. I have
Yeah.
to say, the Bills looked the part for sure. But yeah, I'm taking the Chiefs in that one.
And just so everybody can stop being scared about the injury report, Travis Kelce's going to play.
Did you hear about
I didn't hear about
I
Travis Kelce's.
haven't read anything after when the injury report came out and said that he was questionable. I haven't read anything else, so I'm not sure. I can't give an opinion on Chris Jones, but Travis Kelce
Did
is
you
going
hear what
to
happened to
play.
Big Dick Chris Jones?
Uh-uh.
I'm not mad at him. He's just having fun, but like he could have fucked up the Chiefs' chance of winning. He
What'd he do?
got hurt, and he is pretty questionable for the game this weekend.
What did he do?
He was playing locker room basketball.
That it makes sense. It makes total sense. What did he hurt?
He's gonna ball. Ball's gonna ball.
Hey, a ball is life. You don't get to pick when you ball. Like ball picks you.
And he, Chris.
Chris. Big Chris.
But like they said, like he's like probably close to 50-50 for playing on
Damn.
Sunday.
What an idiot.
What you got? What you just look
Did
up?
he hurt his knee?
Yeah,
I
as
don't
of 20 hours ago, they're still showing Travis Kelce and Chris Jones questionable.
Travis Kelce's gonna play. Travis Kelce's just got like a knee thing.
Yep,
That's
Travis Kelce's knee
bothered him in the
Chris
past.
Jones' calf. He fucked up his
Calf.
calf.
Oh man, he was just jumping around out there.
Yeah, calves are tough, man. If you mess up a calf,
The fucking Texans got a long list of people who are questionable.
Will Fuller's gonna play.
yeah,
at,
Will
le-
Fuller
at least
for sure
until he
coming
gets
back.
injured again.
I will say
Will-
for sure on Will Fuller, for sure on Travis Kelce, Chris
Yeah.
Jones.
Will
Coin toss.
Will Fuller
It's his
and
hamstring,
J.J.
right?
Watt are really the only ones that are.
Super important.
Yeah.
Fantasy relevant, as they would say.
Yeah.
I had to say that though.
J.J.
J.J.
Watt-
Watt coming back. He's not even a human.
Didn't
Yeah.
he fucking rip his titty?
Like there's like
Yes.
part of you could
Poor
say, hey,
pectoral.
you didn't need to do that before the game, but then he actually made a game-changing play.
He did.
He came in and got a sack, and then Deshaun Watson threw that touchdown. It was right before half, wasn't it?
Yeah, I will say that J.J. Watt. I mean, I love him to death, of course, but they might have highlighted him a little too much at the game. Like I love J.J. Watt as much as anybody, but like they were highlighting him when he was just standing on the sideline. I'm
Yeah.
like, well, he ain't doing anything.
He's not doing anything.
Like wait for him to get on the field and do something. Like he's literally just standing there. Like you could cut to me and I'd be doing the exact same thing.
Yeah, which is crazy because had he not played in the game, he would have been doing the same thing. He just
Exactly.
wouldn't have been in his
His
uniform, and they would not have highlighted him.
But he is an incredible team motivator. They talk about how he's the voice and heartbeat of the team, and he definitely did that. He
Yeah.
got the fans
You're
hyped.
the voice and heartbeat of our team.
It makes you wonder because like that, like a super like presence on the sideline, in the locker room, on the field, can make the difference for a lot of players.
Yeah.
So you got to think that just the fact that he decided to suit up, even if he had only played 12 snaps, like
That's just gonna do
you got to
stuff for
think
the morale.
it's worth it.
I mean, people
especially after-
get locker room guys all the time.
If they lose and he injures his pec even more and misses a lot more time, you're like, oh, was it worth it? But the fact that they came back and won, and he got the sack and things like that, you're like, no, maybe it was worth it.
And yeah, I mean, and the locker. There's a lot to be said about locker room guys. Like, there's guys that get guys on their team that just are there for locker room presence.
Yeah.
So it helps whenever you have a locker room presence guy that's also one of your best players.
Yeah.
That's key to a lot of good teams. It's a
Salvador,
situation that
the
Chiefs are in.
Salvador Perez
Salvi.
effect.
Well, and Patty Mahomes too. I mean,
Yeah,
he's
and
great
Patty
one,
Mahomes.
probably one of the best locker room guys in.
I don't know.
You don't know what.
I don't know about that old Patty Mahomes.
He's not bad.
I thought you were going to say, I don't know about that Salvador Perez because you're a Butera guy.
Well, Butera hasn't been part of the team for.
Butera was the real leader on that team.
I
He
saw.
was, but you know what? They let him go, and look how the Royals are doing now.
It's offseason.
Is that the reason?
Look how they've been doing the last 2 years.
Hey,
haven't
they're
had
rebuilding,
Butera.
dude.
No, it was Butera.
He's the reason.
Butera is a little too old to be in
Look.
the rebuilding process.
No, Butera will always have a place in my heart.
There's
Absolutely.
There's
Hey,
nothing
hey.
wrong with that.
Butera is an attic favorite.
He fucking
Butera, we
caught-
still want you on.
He caught
Can you
that
tackle again?
game-winning World Series pitch.
From
Wade.
check, please.
Middle finger Wade.
Dub Davis.
He was in the. He's got that beautiful picture in the paper. Him
Waiter,
running out going
check, please.
and Wade's like
Wait,
I still have that.
Wade
Wade Davis,
threw
sorry.
his glove up in
Yeah.
the air.
I said Dwayne. I don't know why the fuck I said
Dwayne Wade Davis.
I'm fucking retarded.
Yeah, it's Dwayne Wade Davis.
Wade Davis.
No, that's what his closest friends call him.
Right. D Wade Davis.
D Wade. Davis Wade.
I saw a Patty Mahomes.
I still have
story
that. I still have
this
that
week.
custom Butera jersey.
Why is that not framed?
And
that should be.
because I wear it.
Why are you not framed
Take
in
it out of the frame. And
To
then-
this day, no one's ever commented on it. Like I've
Maybe
gone to
a
Royals
human
games
frame.
with it on. No one's been like, "You Butera fan?" They're probably like, "Who the? Do you know who Butera is, guys?"
Yeah.
Is he on the Royals?
What would your? I want to hear this. Like not even scripted, just off the cuff. If somebody at a Royals game said, "Hey man, you a Butera fan?" Which would be a dumb question to ask somebody wearing a Butera jersey, but what would you say?
It'd be a conversation starter
Like,
for sure.
like, yeah, dude, he's my cousin.
There it is. He's my cousin.
No one would fucking know.
Yeah.
We
Okay,
both, we
who would
both,
a- nobody
we
would
both
ask
got,
that
yeah,
question.
we both got great hair. I mean, they'd probably be like, "Oh, that makes sense."
Surely nobody would see you in a Butera jersey and ask if you're a Butera fan.
No, I don't think anyone would see
That's
me Butera
illogical.
and ask me. Period. Because like I said, they'd be like, "Who the fuck is Butera?"
They probably think what it is.
Oh, everyone in Kansas City should know that.
They probably
should.
they
Well,
might
I
think
mean,
that's like an
the-
actual custom jersey though. Like ones you
the
can
casual
custom
fan might
like
know.
if I get a custom jersey that said Yantra on the back.
Yeah.
They probably think that like your last name is Butera. So that's why I don't ask about it.
because
they don't
nobody
know-
actually
nobody
would
knows who
buy the
Butera
Butera
is.
jersey.
Yeah.
That's
Which-
got to be his
which-
actual last name.
Which makes me sad. He was. I think he impacted the Royals in a very substantial way that people just don't appreciate.
yeah,
well,
what
a
was
backup
it?
catcher is important.
What was
it?
it?
Really is. That
It is.
sounded sarcastic, but that
Yeah.
was real.
Backup catcher.
But hey,
very.
The Royals.
He was very versatile. Not only was he backup catcher, he also pitched some games, and because he pitched in college and he was a great pitcher. His batting average was substantially decent when he was with the Royals.
substantially decent.
All right, it was nothing
Can
to
you
write
say
home
that?
about, but it wasn't terrible.
He was substantially decent.
There was a couple times that he got kind of hot. I do remember. I
Yeah.
mean, he's a ball player.
He's
I will say
very
this.
good all around.
You can any of you that want to can correct me if I'm wrong, but over the last, we'll say, they won in 2015. It's 2019, so 4 or 5. I'll say 5 or 6 years. The Royals have been pretty blessed with their catching situation. Like the Royals have had some pretty good, like as far as like, oh, our starter got hurt, we've got to find someone to plug in.
Yeah.
As far as catcher goes, the Royals have been pretty blessed. Like
They have some good young catching prospects too, which will be good because Salah's
Yeah.
going to probably move to first and DH some in the next coming year.
we've had a little handful of catchers that come in.
I love a nice
backups.
handful.
You're
You guys-
welcome,
I've
Lisa.
never had a nice handful.
You're welcome, Lisa.
Uh,
There's that burp for you.
I read a Patty story this week. You guys want to hear it?
Mm-hmm.
Patty Mahomes for everyone.
My
Not
hand
not
smells
not,
like
not
coffee
Patty
creamer.
McFlaherty.
Who?
I don't know. I just made up a generic Irish last name.
Yeah.
I heard Flaherty. I thought we were talking
Patio furniture.
I thought we were talking about the Captain Jack. Acuna Captain Jack's out here.
Oh, I just want to
Trash,
interject
man.
real quick before you do the Patty story. I was watching
Worst team name in his fantasy sports history.
Ever.
Gangs of New York last night with Taylor.
That's a good one.
Great movie.
I haven't seen it yet. I want to watch what you guys.
She
last night.
fucking didn't like it. We didn't even finish it.
It's not for everybody.
That's one of Daniel Day-Lewis's best performances. I mean,
You guys didn't finish it. I don't know if I've
There-
ever.
He won. I
not
think he
finished
won.
it.
an
he
award for
won
it.
several.
I don't know if I've ever not finished the movie.
There Will Be
Yeah.
Blood obviously was really good too, but I thought
haven't seen a lot of Daniel Day-Lewis films.
Dude, I will watch a film just because it's got Daniel Day-Lewis in it. He's one of the best actors
DDL.
ever.
What they call him?
My German teacher in 9th grade.
Did German in high school?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
My German
Big city
teacher
stuff.
in 9th grade, who was also my brother's German teacher, and I think my sister may have had her as well.
They did all go to the same school, so that helps.
Yeah, her name is Frau Mellem. Her all-time favorite actor is Daniel Day-Lewis.
DDL.
He's retired now. No more films.
What about TV
No more
shows?
films.
Nope.
I can't remember her first name. What was her first name? I
Martha-
don't remember
Martha.
either of my German teachers because we always just called them Frau.
Oh, yeah.
But in my 8th grade German teacher was Aldendorfer. So she was legit German. I think Mellem probably was too.
I thought I was German, but 23andMe says I'm like 12%.
I'm pretty German.
Apparently, I'm like 70%.
Volkert's a pretty German name.
I'm like 70% British Irish, which most likely just means Welsh, because that's what Welsh is.
Mm-hmm.
So that means
You did
that
your
means you're a grape
23andMe
juice?
on the show. We need to do our 23andMe's.
I think about it every single holiday season. I might do it next holiday season
Why don't we not wait till the holiday season?
because they're on sale at holiday season.
Why don't we just
I know my father's last
Save
name
up.
is Wallman, which
each month
is
we'll save a little bit. and
which
we'll
is
buy it.
typically a
I
German
don't know if
name.
that's what I want to save up for. Right now.
But my mother's maiden name is Henry, and her grandmother's maiden name is Coonrod, which are both very Irish names.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I'm more Irish than I am German.
Look at the Irish.
The Luck of the Irish. That was a Disney Channel original movie.
Oh my gosh.
That
what
was,
what
yeah.
a movie that was.
Do you remember Brink?
Mm-hmm.
Brink was my
That was a
fucking
skating movie,
shit.
wasn't it?
Yeah,
Inline
roller.
skating?
Yeah,
Motocross
rollerblade.
was one of my favorites. You remember that one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good one.
With the
That was one
dude who
of my
rode the 250, and
Yeah.
the girl's like, I don't want to ride the 250. He's like, you can't handle the 250.
favorites. Oh, she can handle it.
She
That
did.
was it was about his sister.
Yeah.
He got hurt and his sister took his place.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because he broke his leg.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh man, what a movie!
She
that
was pretending to be him.
That happened in Mulan
You
too.
can
Real-
watch that on Disney Plus.
A real A Knight's Tale
Can
going
you?
on.
Yeah, you can watch all the Disney Channel originals.
I haven't looked for that one.
Which, by the way, A Knight's Tale is a fantastic.
not true. I'm
fucking
pissed
movie.
about. There's one movie on there. It's not on there.
Oh, I mean, I haven't looked for Motocross either, but I would think that
One
it
of
would be
my
on there.
favorite Disney Channel originals. Not on there.
Which one?
My Date with the President's Daughter.
Oh, that
Oh,
was
yeah.
good.
My Date with
That
the
wasn't-
President's Daughter.
That wasn't a Disney Channel's original movie. I don't think that was an actual Disney movie that came out.
Still should be on Disney
So good,
Plus.
Disney Plus.
Yeah, no, it should. I'm just saying that wasn't a Disney Channel original.
It's got.
It was an actual
got Eric,
Disney
It's got
movie.
Eric Matthews on there, so
Yep.
yeah, it
Yep.
does.
Will Friedle
Yep.
He was the one that went on a date.
with the
President's
President's
Daughter.
Daughter.
Yep.
My
Did you
Date
know-
with her?
I like how we were talking about football earlier, and it led us to Disney Plus.
Did you know
What a
that,
rabbit hole.
I'm trying to get the Patty Mahomes story out, but I don't think I'm going to.
Eric,
Eventually,
after this, we'll all shut up and you go.
swear.
Eric Matthews' girlfriend in the later seasons of Boy Meets World, the redhead. I don't remember her name off the top of my head right now.
They never date, but they're friends. Rachel.
Yes, Rachel. She's a porn star
She's a
now.
porn star now. Yep.
Yep.
She is.
Can't argue
something.
with
Just thought I'd throw it out there.
Well, I forget what her. Maitland Ward. That's her.
that.
Yeah.
Maitland,
Maitland. M-A-I-T-L-A-N-D.
You know, I say-
name for sure.
I say good for her. Apparently, she's doing real well. She's making a good living
she's
doing
on
it.
porn. She's on Pornhub.
Yeah, good for her.
I saw it on BuzzFeed.
Good for her.
If you guys are regular Pornhub play,
As you
people,
guys
check it
already
out, let us know.
I fully support
Right.
adult
Prostitution.
adult sex workers. Period.
Yep.
If you want to do porn, prostitution, whatever, as long as we're in a safe, healthy environment, and we got good regulations to make sure to keep everyone safe, and we use that tax money to good uses like schools and sex
Condoms.
trafficking prevention, condoms, safe sex, all that good shit. I'm 100% for it.
Have you seen that one bulletin board thing that they have where the mom says, I guess it's prominent, says, "Hey, have fun tonight," and she puts a condom on a bulletin board.
Oh yeah, and it's right in the middle.
with the thumbtack.
Yeah.
Yeah. Classic.
Mom, I don't think you understand how these
Mom,
work.
I don't know.
Classic moms. Hey,
All right, Patty Mahomes.
So
What was that?
there was
Another
a,
dramatic pause.
I think he was looking for Patty Mahomes to come down the stairs.
yeah, he wasn't there.
Patrick, come here.
If we would have said that, and I would have literally sat here and just shat my pants.
I would have said, "What's up, Patrick?"
So it was an interview with his dad, Pat. So they asked him when he knew that Patty was going to be like a elite athlete, and he said, "Well, actually, that moment came for me in baseball, not in football. Actually, he said he was coaching him, and he said they were playing in a game, and they were winning pretty handily, and Patty was going to come up in the last inning, and he came up to his dad. He said, "Hey, I'm gonna hit left-handed, and I'm gonna use a wood bat too." His dad's like, "Okay, I mean we're ahead. That's cool. Like we probably got this game in." He's like, "All right, cool." First pitch, home run over center field wall, and he ran around the base. He's like, "Oh shit, I think we might have something here."
This kid can play.
He's like, and then he said, so he comes home and he's talking about how because he played baseball. For everybody who doesn't know the story about Pat Mahomes, his dad he played baseball and he was so excited about it. And then he came home one day and said, "Yeah, Dad, I think we'll play football, not baseball." He said, "Oh. Okay, yeah, well, I'm his dad, full support, we'll do it." And then he said it wasn't until his sophomore year of college that he realized that Patty was going to do it in football. He played that because he said he had Cliff Kingsbury, who's a coach for the Cardinals now, was his coach at Texas Tech, and he really started to flourish as a sophomore at Texas Tech. And he said he went to one of his games. He was just sitting there one day, and he said Mahomes had one of his spectacular games in college. And he's like, "Shit,
725 passing yards."
He's like, I think my son's got a chance to play in the NFL. I think he might do this.
Nah, with numbers like that, he can't make. Maybe he can go in the XFL.
I think he's doing all right for himself.
Tops.
But it was baseball. I thought that was kind of weird. Baseball,
Yeah.
left-handed, wood bat over center field wall. See ya.
See ya.
First pitch.
Was that wood bat drilled out and corked?
Yeah, it was one of the Sammy Sosa special editions.
It was actually a signed Sammy Sosa.
I wanna check that bat. Can you beer me, Blazer?
I don't care if he cheated at baseball. He's
And
a football player.
are we still recording on this guy?
Yes, we are.
Dope.
I still see the red.
Haven't we been going longer than 30 minutes?
It's just I think I see a 2 on there.
Nope. We're
29.
GoPro says 29. So
Yeah.
Oh, so watch that here in the next minute or so.
yeah, I don't want the world to miss my beautiful face.
So so that's the first matchup. So I think we spent 30 minutes on the Chiefs and Texas. I think.
Well, yeah, because we're in Kansas City.
Yeah.
And also barely talked about Chiefs Texans.
Today's Saturday. It's the NFC.
Yes, it is.
Tomorrow's
do you want to talk
AFC.
about that? You're doing official AFC and then go to NFC.
There are both days have an NFC and an AFC.
Nope.
Oh, okay.
No.
So it's not like
Yes.
It's not like last week.
Don't bullshit me. Yes, they do.
Yeah, you're right.
The Ravens play tonight.
The both 1 seeds play today.
Ravens and Texans.
That's what because
Or
last
Titans,
week.
Sorry.
Wow,
was-
Texans are playing the Ravens and the Chiefs this
Yeah.
week.
Last week it was split up by days, wasn't it? Yeah.
Correct.
So the first game today is the 49ers and the Vikings.
That is at 3:35
What do you guys think of that?
Central Time.
What's your feelings? What do you think?
49ers, man. I mean,
I don't think the Vikings should have beat the Saints last week. So
No.
I do not.
49ers
Either.
are good.
I will say, the Saints got it rough. They have 2 years in a row they didn't make it because of one extraordinarily shitty call.
yeah, but they could have done things to win the game.
They could have, but if both years one shitty call is what prevented you, okay, yeah, you could have done several other things beforehand. Maybe you could have just scored more. That's how fucking football works. Year that stopped them from moving on.
That's football.
Last year, that was just
Yeah, last year was pretty bad.
that was outlandish.
Last
And then
year was
this
bad.
year,
My thing.
the push off was close, but when you watch the replay, you could tell he just goes, "Get the fuck off me."
Yeah, let's recap that particular play. We don't have to recap the whole game, but
Let's start with the first quarter.
there
goes the record.
here's my
Hit me, boo boo.
thought process on the non-call. You don't have to call that pass interference in the game.
I got it from now on. Now they know where the button is.
You don't have to call the push off in the offensive pass interference
Yeah.
in the game, but you do have to throw the flag and review it. Or because it was a scoring play, you don't even have to throw the flag. But
Yeah.
in that moment,
It's a scoring play. You have to review the play.
have to review that.
Yeah.
And when you then come on after the fact, the head of officiating of NFL referees, you don't get to come on after the fact and say, yes, we reviewed it and there was not anything that barred us throwing the flag or calling a penalty. I'm like, yeah, it's easy to say that to cover your ass after the fact.
Yeah.
But in a playoff game, final seconds,
Yep.
you have to review that.
And
I actually, it's mind-boggling that they didn't review that in the game.
And it was so blatant. Like the end zone side camera, like you can't really tell. It looks like they were kind of fumbling around each other, and he just extended his arm. You can't tell that well, but when they flip the camera on the other side, you see him fucking grab that pad and like push his ass off him so he can get enough distance to catch. That's a fucking penalty.
I don't think.
I don't think you should throw a flag on that. I don't think that it should have been called a penalty, but the play should have been reviewed on the field. That's my issue that I'm trying to say with it. You can't not review a scoring play in a playoff game in the final seconds where there could or could not have been a penalty, whether you think there was or not, and then come later and say, oh, by the way, yeah, behind closed doors we reviewed it and looks like we were right. You can't do that because then it just looks like you're covering your own ass.
Yeah.
You have to review the scoring play, and then you can say, we don't think that there was enough contact or enough of a push-off to call a penalty. The play stands. It's a touchdown. And we would have all been like, yay or nay, but at least you reviewed it on the field, and you said that there was no penalty.
I'm not an official referee, so obviously I can't make a call on if it was a penalty or not. But in my personal opinion, it looked like enough of a push-off to me to constitute a penalty.
Mm-hmm. And that's fair ball.
And then, of course, last year you have the blatant tackling when the ball's 10 yards out from the receiver.
I still think it was clean, but
What?
you guys can have your opinions.
It wasn't even close. The ball was 10 yards away.
I'm kidding.
I was okay. I was about to be
He
like,
was getting fired up.
You're
It was.
you're allowed to hit the receiver when the ball's within like 1 or 2, like I think it's 1 to 3 yards is the threshold. I don't actually remember.
Within
You're
5.
only. Oh, I see what you're saying.
It's
Like
within-
off the
with-
line.
within 5.
Five,
Within 5.
five line.
Yeah, that
5 yards
ball-
of the line of scrimmage.
No, I meant in the rules.
You
I
can
don't remember-
you can only hit a receiver past 5 yards if the ball's been touched.
Yes.
If he throws the ball and somebody bats it at the line, you can fucking cream him 10 yards down the field.
Which you
I
don't
thought-
see very often.
I
but
thought you were
it is
allowed
legal.
to. Well, there was like a threshold of like instantaneous tackling, like when the actual receiver grabs the ball and you're tackling him at the same time. They have like a 3-yard threshold where if it's like close enough, they don't count it as a penalty.
I don't think that exists.
No, because they called it up. It was a couple of years ago. They tried penalizing someone for it, and they ended up reversing it. I just don't fucking remember right now. The ball was only like a yard away from his hands, and the cornerback was tackling him right when it was like a yard away from his hands, and they didn't call the penalty because they're like, the ball was like right there.
I'm going to need you to look that up
I will-
because I
I
don't
will.
think it exists.
I will look it up.
Because if I'm an NFL official and the ball has not touched anybody's hands and somebody tackles them clearly before the ball gets there, I'm throwing a flag and I'm saying you can't do that. That's
You could throw your hat too if you want.
All right.
That's
All
one of
right.
the rules for an official.
only if they've already thrown their flag.
Right. So if there's a hold,
Why don't they?
wearing.
I
So
never
if he
understood that.
Why
Why don't they
tackles him
say?
early and he throws the flag and then he gets up and punches him? Then he's got to throw the hat.
I never
Yeah.
understood that. Why don't they just have more flags?
Nope.
Just too much stuff.
Yeah, you don't want
Can't
that.
carry that much
It weighs
ammo.
them down. It weighs them down.
They got to run up and down the sidelines.
Yeah.
in the
It's like a
backfield.
yellow cloth wrapped around like a balled up newspaper.
Yes,
That's all it is.
Yes, it
on
is.
a balled up newspaper.
It might even be like a quarter of a pound.
Yeah, it's probably not very heavy. Although there's got to be a little bit of weight to it because some of those refs can chuck that bitch like 30 yards.
When we used to LARP, it would be bags filled with uncooked rice.
Oh.
There you go.
So you do like a
Why'd
cloth
you not?
bag.
Why'd you not cook it?
Because uncooked weighs more,
Yeah, but if you cooked it, then you could eat it afterwards.
and then it also makes it squishy.
Okay.
Yeah, it makes it squishy.
Yeah, but you just do like cloth and you sew it up with rice in it. And you throw that. It's like a little beanbag. That's how you would throw your magic spells. Because I used to be a nerd.
Lightning bolt. Lightning bolt.
You're
Sleep.
You're still a nerd,
I played
Yeah,
a
you're
rogue.
still a nerd.
I
but
play-
in a good way.
I played a rogue though, so when I threw mine, it was dirty trick. I blinded you for 3 seconds.
Nice.
It's like I was throwing pocket sand.
You're like Manfred Mann, blinded by the light, wrapped up like a deuce.
My
Wrapped
fat
up like a-
my fat ass was running around being an agile rogue. It's definitely role playing because I'm not a rogue.
That's one of the nerdiest sentences I've ever heard. My fat ass was running around being an agile rogue.
Yeah.
I'm sure that there are many listeners that don't even know what that sentence means.
LARP is live action role playing. If you guys don't know, it's what adults do.
Not all adults. They can be young.
It's
be
what,
young. They can be
it's
young
what
adults.
it's what people do
Kids, elderly people.
when they want to play Dungeons and Dragons
Middle
in
age.
real life.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the best explanation I can come up with.
Yeah. You get spells and swords and shit. And there's legitimate rules.
But
Like
then-
it's an actual culture.
But then you also got stuff like Daguerre and Bellegarth, which are like LARPing, but there's not a lot of real role playing to it. It's only combat focused. So it's literally just people running around with foam weapons, beating the shit out of each other, and there's no pretending you got spells and shit because it's only combat. There's no you just beat the shit out of each other. That one's really fun too.
When's the last time we
Shit
did
out of
that?
each other.
For years. I used to be an archer for him. I would use a real bow with like a 30 real recurve with like I think 35 was the limit for poundage, and you cut off the tip of real arrows, super glue a penny to the shaft, and then build a giant foam ball around it, and you just shoot those at people. It was fun. You just shoot them in the
You
face.
should do that again. That sounds like something you enjoy.
Yeah.
I
I can see
thoroughly
the
enjoyed
passion
it.
in your
I can
eyes.
see him. I can see him giggling a little
Yeah.
bit in his soul right now.
I would count that as sports. We can talk about this on the podcast. It's
We
sport.
need that camera on whenever you're telling that story.
It is sports.
I want you to do what makes
Absolutely.
you happy, and it seems like that makes you happy. So I want you to do that.
I would say, like, because people always argue like, what is a sport? Like people will say, oh no, that's not a sport. What do you think? Like, defines a sport?
I wouldn't count that as like a registered sport that should have like in the Olympics or something that should be televised.
How crazy would that be if they had an
But
Olympics?
Where do you think? Where do
com-
you think something crosses over from being just a recreational activity to a sport?
I think it's considered a sport in my eyes when you have at least two opposing teams in some kind of physical matchup.
Mm-hmm.
That is a sport. Like if you do a pickup,
That might actually even be like a dictionary definition
yeah,
of a sport.
If you do a pickup kickball game, it's still a sport, but they're not gonna fucking.
Let's see.
ESPN isn't gonna run
ESPN Yocho might.
kickball nationals or anything like that. But
What's,
it's still a sport.
What dictionary should we be using?
Webster always.
I actually knew Webster.
Really?
Yep.
Webster dictionary.
How was he?
It was nice.
Was he always correcting you on definitions?
Actually, not really. He would just kind of slide over.
Oh, we got a headphone hit this time, not glasses. I like that. You're switching it up.
He would just slide over a definition to you. So like you'd like say something that you knew was probably wrong, and he would just write it down and slide it over to you. It was really nonchalant. He wouldn't like correct you in front of everybody.
Okay, that's real cool of him.
Yeah.
I
Like,
can
just for
respect
future
that.
references, here's what the actual definition is.
I can respect that.
It actually just says sport is source of diversion, recreation, physical activity engaged in for pleasure, a particular activity such as an athletic game so engaged in.
That's fucking convoluted, but all right.
Yeah.
Now, I think mine is it's a very simple definition. At least two opposing teams engaged in a physical activity together. That is
Here,
a sport.
let's use this one. I'm not
But
sure which.
I guess that
This is
definition.
Oxford. Oxford English. That's way better than Merriam-Webster.
No.
We'll say that they're comparable.
We'll agree to disagree.
To disagree.
Sport, noun, an activity involving physical exertion and skill in which an individual or team competes against another or others for entertainment.
There we go. That's pretty much what I said.
Yeah.
Yep.
But a lot of people consider poker a sport, not a physical activity.
I don't think poker's a sport.
Yikes.
Poker's a recreational activity. Poker's a
Yikes.
not. I wouldn't go as far as some people who will say a thing like that and say, "Oh no, it's just a hobby." Like it's an actual.
I mean,
it's more than a hobby.
yeah.
Like people make a living off of it who make
Absolutely.
way more money than the people who say, "Oh, that's just a hobby."
Poker
But
is
it's
just
not a sport.
the
I would say it is because there's a World Series.
overall
Definitely disagree with you.
popularity
There is a World
of
Series of poker.
No, I know. I disagree with you that it's a sport because there's something they call the World Series of Poker.
yeah.
World Series is just a term that's
Yeah.
made up.
It's like
it
having
just so happens to be what they call the championship. in
annual
baseball.
things that are in
It's
the
the World
first year.
Series of poker. I think I would be under probably the umbrella of saying poker is a sport.
Poker's
Because
weird
the
to
reason
me.
is because it takes in my definition, a lot of sports events are strategic based. Like a lot, you have like a strategy or something to beat your opponent,
Mhm.
and that's exactly what poker is.
So is Monopoly a sport?
So you're
I don't think so.
you're a Merriam-Webster guy. I'm an Oxford English.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Poker's just weird to me because
I feel like that's the two sides.
all
of the
they did
aisle.
is they took an activity that you're gambling. That's
Mhm.
all it is
Yeah,
you're gambling.
you're
They
right,
took
you're
that
right.
activity and like popularized it into something they could televise and make more money off it while other people are betting their own money on it. it's just gambling. It's just gambling. You're like, man, how do we make this?
But gambling.
How can we make more money off
in the
people
sporting
gambling?
industry, though. Gambling's huge in the sporting industry.
Yes,
Yeah.
you can gamble on sports.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of.
Just
I
because
play
you gamble
craps every
doesn't
now
mean
and then, but I'm
it's
not
a
a big
sport.
fan of game. I play craps because it's fun. I don't ever go on and play craps and go, I'm gonna make so much money doing this. I automatically assume the moment I walk up to a craps table, I'm gonna lose
I'm
all
probably
of this.
gonna lose.
I think that's actually, in my opinion, a good way to gamble. If you're going for enjoyment, like,
Yeah.
you're like, hey, I'm bringing $80, $100. I'm gonna lose this.
I just
$80,
want to throw
$100.
them dice sometimes. It feels
Yeah.
good, you know?
But sometimes you're like, hey, I made some money. Cool.
Dope. I won $1,100 in Vegas because I just wanted a free beer at the bar and I played Keno.
Exactly.
There you go.
I knew I wasn't going to win at Keno, and I fucking did somehow.
You did it.
I just chose numbers. and the
Keno's 100% a game of luck.
Absolutely. It's the computer that's going to tell you if you... There's a lot of theories on this shit, but it's a lot of... the computer already knows what the outcome's going to be for fucking ever.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just if you hit the computer at the right time where the algorithm lines up, that's all it is.
Yep.
The reason I think I enjoy poker the most of most gambling things at like casino is it is less luck.
There's no house odds,
Right. Which I like.
which every hour the house will come
Yeah, the
around and
rake.
take a cut. Yeah.
Right. But if like I'm sitting at a table with somebody, and theoretically if I'm better than that person at the actual game,
Mhm.
then I'm going to have their money.
Yep.
Theoretically, unless
Yep.
something lucky happens or something of that nature.
Well, there's always a little sprinkle of luck.
Right, of course.
In everything, even in football, it's just a sprinkle of
That's
luck.
right.
Everything in life has a sprinkle of luck. Just random occurrence of chance that happens in a specific order that makes the outcome fucking great.
Would you like to dive deep into this 49ers Vikings matchup?
Sure.
Dude,
I was just looking at articles about
Sorry.
whether or not poker is a sport.
Dude, we went off on shit. I'm sorry. We do that a lot, guys.
I
We're so
like that
sorry.
because it's good to get people's opinions. I feel like we've pretty much determined that
No.
there's two sides
Did you try?
sides of the sport argument. There's the Oxford
Oh.
English side, which requires physical exertion,
Dude, that's screen
and there's the
down.
Merriam-Webster side, which doesn't.
That's screen down, dude.
I don't care.
I want to see if it's correct.
It probably is.
Cheeks down.
Ah. No, it's not.
That
Wh-
scares me, man.
This might be too much information, but I'm gonna tell you guys, and then we're gonna get to the Vikings and 49ers. But
Nangers.
whenever I was in high school,
Mm-hmm.
in one of my classes,
What was that, like 2 years ago?
that was a little bit ago,
I'm just
a
kidding.
couple years ago, we had played this game because it was the time of the day where we usually had to poop, like
Mhm.
after lunch.
Mhm.
Yeah, for sure.
And we would go and we had everybody in a group chat. And if we were pooping, we would text on the group chat cheeks down. And your goal was to find the person that was pooping before they were done. Whatever bathroom that was in the whole school.
That's awesome.
It was really fun.
I'm not gonna lie. That's
was
pretty.
pretty
Pretty cool.
That wouldn't work for my. We only had like maybe 4 bathrooms tops in my. Because I was in a little country school.
I lived in a country school
Did you,
too.
did
We-
you have to like
we-
physically see them, or did you just have to walk in the bathroom and go, Nick, and you had to answer if you were in there?
Like, did they have to boot open the door? Because
No,
that could
like-
get
like
pretty funny.
You know everybody's shoes. Like you're like, oh, there he is.
Yeah.
There he is.
But could you fake them out by like pulling your feet up while you're shitting?
Ooh, that'd be good.
Nobody ever did that.
It's a game of strategy.
What? That's what you do,
So
man.
you could call it a
yeah.
sport.
Well, if we had there's an argument.
Shit stalking. It's a
I think
sport.
we had 6 or 7 bathrooms, but I will say that I was the best, and they would get kind of upset because they couldn't find me, and I'd come back like, oh, you guys didn't find me.
How does one become the best at picking the right bathroom to shit?
So I followed the rules, but in our basketball locker room we had a bathroom, we had a toilet, and I would just poop in there in our basketball locker room, and they never knew that there was even a bathroom in there. So I would be in there all the
yeah,
time.
that's not cheating. You used
That's
the bathroom.
cheating,
That's on campus.
I go in there, and it was pretty close to our classroom too. So I go in there, come back, and they'd be like, "Man, we just can never find you." I was like, I'm fast."
I'm quick, man.
Which is, if anybody knows me, is the opposite because it takes me usually a long
Do you have
time
to?
poop.
Do you have to send a new text that says cheeks up when you're done?
No, we didn't. We
So
never,
they stop looking.
we would. Oh, you're right. I don't know how we did that. Usually we were found, but you'd be like, "Hey, I'm back in the classroom now."
Usually you were found. That's not even a fun game then.
Well, it takes a little while. That's cheeks down though. So if you guys want to play, you
Cheeks
can play it.
down.
Yeah, but I've played. There's only 3 bathrooms in this house. So
Let's
it's
get
find me quick.
Let's get a massive group of cheeks down going with all of our listeners,
All right.
and it can take place throughout the entire Kansas City metro.
Wow, what an intense game.
If I say cheeks down on our Facebook page, and you can find me before I'm done, wow.
So
I'll send you a $100 gift card.
So the 49ers and the Vikings. What do you think?
It's the 49ers. I mean, don't get the Vikings have been doing good lately.
Do you not like Kirk Cousins? Are you a Kirk Cousins hater?
I don't give a shit about Kirk.
You like that?
I don't care one way or the other.
Did you hear that he did that in the locker room last week?
You like that?
Did you know he did that a couple years ago? Have you seen that when he was with the Redskins? So they the reporters were upset with him about something, and he was walked off, and they asked him another question, and then he says, "You like that?" When he's walking off, and so that's what people play a lot. It's a clip that whenever Kirk Cousins does something bad, they play it, and he did that in the locker room. He's like, "Hey guys, we're going to the division championship. You like that?"
You like that? That's funny.
Pretty cool.
I mean,
Kirk Cousins is a really good guy.
I could care less.
Really? Care less at you don't care at all.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Well, fuck me now. Stop talking.
But I'm saying I could care less. So
I have some level of care.
yeah, I have a little bit of level of care. So continue on. I didn't say I couldn't care less. I said I could.
No, I think
I could.
I think there's a chance the Vikings win.
Really?
Because Dalvin Cook's a beast. Stephon Diggs is a beast. Adam Thielen
Really?
had an incredible game last
Really?
week. Yeah.
I think that there is a chance
But I think
that the
the Vikings are
Vikings
gonna
can win in the same sense that there's a 50-50 chance. Like one team could win or the other team could win. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
but
but
I think the 49ers are the superior team in the matchup for sure.
There's other factors you have to factor in with the statistics that don't make it 50-50 beyond the fact that it's
I was kidding about the 50-50, bro.
okay.
Other matchup today. We
Come
have
on,
the Baltimore Ravens versus the Tennessee Titans.
That is correct. I have it up here on the computer.
I'm going to go ahead and take the Ravens in that one as well.
Okay.
Yep.
I saw a thing that said that even if the Titans beat the Ravens, that Lamar Jackson's season is still one of the best ever. Like if he loses today, it's not going to damper the legend that he has for this year. Do you agree or disagree with that?
He's had a really good season.
No, yeah, he's
no,
had a
because I don't
fantastic
think because I am not. That's one thing that me and you differ on in terms of sports opinions is that you can't take away somebody's season or even a team's season because they don't win a championship.
Yes.
When there has been a feat of athletic superiority, you don't get to say it's not one of the greatest seasons ever because they don't win a championship.
Yes.
Well, they wouldn't even make it to the conference championship. Does that change anything in your eyes?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Nope.
He still did what he did.
If you have a phenomenal season, if the stats are there, your passing yards great, you're touching it, everything about you is fantastic, but for some reason, the rest of your team.
Funny interviews?
Well, because you got to think about it this way.
Funny interviews.
The quarterback is only responsible for the offense. You can have a fantastic offense and put up the numbers, but if your defense is absolute shit and they allow the other team to outscore you, you still lose the game, but your side of the ball did fantastic.
Yeah, and it was mostly because of you.
Yes.
Do you think the Titans have any chance at all of beating the Ravens?
I don't really.
I don't, but
I think the Titans are.
Everything's got a bit of luck.
I think
with
the
it.
Titans are an unbelievably tough playoff team. I think that they are an unbelievably dangerous number 6 seed because they run the ball so effectively.
Yeah.
And Derrick Henry was a monster last week against the Patriots. So I
They
think
say this is the first time or one of the only times that they've had the actual league's leading rusher and the league's leading rushing quarterback in the same matchup.
Did Derrick Henry lead the league in rushing this year?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah, he's the league's leading
I didn't
rusher.
know that. That's really cool. I really like Derrick Henry. Wow.
I will say right now,
He's beast mode. He's so big.
The Patriots-Titan game was... It was just atrocious. I don't even know what the fuck the Patriots were doing. I'm not a Patriots fan, but I understand the Patriots are a very solid team. I do not know what fucking happened.
Patriots have been on a skid.
They've
been going down every single.
They have a former Patriot as their coach too, which probably made the game uglier than because he knew a lot about the Patriots.
Yeah.
The final matchup.
He actually used Bill Belichick
He
trick
did. That was
against
pretty
Bill
cool.
Well,
Belichick.
there's two matchups left. You got
Well, we talked about Chiefs already.
Texans-Chiefs tomorrow, which we think Chiefs are going to win.
And then we had the Seahawks and the Packers.
Seahawks and Packers.
This is the closest line because the Packers are only a 4-point favorite in this game. Everyone else is at least a touchdown favorite.
Both teams are fantastic teams. Aaron Rodgers is doing great with the Packers, and Russell Wilson's, and they got fucking Marshawn Lynch back.
Beast mode.
Beast
Dude,
mode.
he was fucking beast moding last week for sure. Marshawn Lynch, picking back up Marshawn Lynch was a fantastic move for the Seahawks.
Yeah.
He was killing it.
Beast mode gonna be beast mode, dude.
What do you think? You can
It's
take
like
on
riding a
Packers or
bike.
Seahawks?
I don't know if you got. I know
It's in Green Bay too.
I know
it's in
I know
Green
it's real shitty just to put it on one player, but if you got Marshawn Lynch on your team, I gotta give you at least a point or two favor against.
The NFC is definitely harder this year because the NFC is I think the NFC has more like high-level competitive teams, like with each other. I think that the Chiefs. I think personally, I think that the Chiefs are a clear favorite over the Texans. I think the 49ers, or not the 49ers, the Ravens are a clear favorite over the Titans. The other matchups, I think, could go either way, depending on which team shows up that day.
Yeah,
The Packers also were sick this week.
that is right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
their whole team was sick.
Uh-oh.
Devontae Adams had a hilarious quote, too. Did you hear about it?
yeah. They passed around that influenza bug.
So they
Nice.
came up. I actually have to say, I might draft Devontae Adams in some fantasy leagues because I'm starting to listen to some interviews and starting to like him as a person.
Yeah.
But they asked him because the flu was going around. Like they had to cancel practice one day this week because everybody was sick.
That's
And
not
they had the
good.
playoffs this weekend.
That's not good.
But they asked Devontae Adams about it. He's like, well, I think everybody will just be fine if they just wash their hands, wash their butt.
Wash your hands and wash your butt.
Gotta wash
Hey,
your
the
butt.
The flu spreads fastest if you don't wash your butt.
Absolutely.
So
You really got to get in
are you
there.
taking the Packers or Seahawks?
I'm gonna take the Seahawks.
That's crazy. I thought I was going to take the Seahawks and be the only person in this
I'm
room
gonna
that-
take the Seahawks too.
I thought I was going to be the only person that in this room that took the Seahawks. Like I was taking the upset, but now it's not even exciting. So.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, you got
Now it's a three for all.
Yeah.
you got such great weapons like Russell
I
Wilson.
love Aaron Jones though. for the
Lockett
Packers.
and Marshawn Lynch.
It's gonna.
Your
I
offense
think that
is dirty.
I think that the Packers and Seahawks might be the most exciting game in the divisional round.
I think that's correct.
It's 5:40 Central tomorrow.
The free Aaron Jones. There's a chance. There's talks in the can't guard Mike or OBJ camp that we're flirting with keeping Aaron Jones instead of Odell Beckham.
I mean,
There's talks.
might be a safe move.
There's talks.
You know what? I think this is a great time for
I
What?
know what you're gonna say.
today in sports history. We got actually some pretty decent ones on here.
I gotta pee.
Today.
No, you don't.
Yeah, really.
tell
Well,
yourself-
we're gonna wrapping this up here in a little bit anyway. So just hold it. Just do a little pee-pee dance.
I'm trying.
Do a little pee-pee dance.
Been doing it for 15 years.
I don't see you
God
dancing
damn.
at all.
Well, you can go pee while I'm doing
Yes,
sports
yes.
history if you want. It's all good.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Here you
Because the
go.
camera's gonna be on you anyway, so it's not like they're gonna see me get up and
No,
walk out.
I need his reaction and stuff. So you know.
That's gonna be my first one.
Oh, now you gotta like limbo and shit too. You got it. You got it. Camera's on you the whole time. Whoop, whoop.
He's going.
Mm.
Love it.
All right, so we do have some pretty cool ones right now. Let's see what we got here. This day, 1915, Jacob Rupert and Colonel Tillinghast Huston purchased the New York Yankees for $460,000, and Rupert pays his portion in cash. Wow.
That was the reaction I promised.
So
And they're worth billions now.
this day in 1953, this is probably one of the coolest ones I saw on here. This day in 1953, J. Edgar Hoover declined six-figure offer to become president of International Boxing Club. I thought that was pretty cool.
Wow. Why did he decline it?
I don't know. Doesn't say.
Hmm.
But I thought it was pretty cool. Let's see.
What a badass you can be to decline a six-figure.
Yeah. So this day in
Offer.
1960, Lamar Clark sets pro boxing record of 44 consecutive knockouts.
Wow.
That's pretty dope.
44 consecutive wins is impressive.
44
consecutive knockouts.
knockouts.
Even more impressive.
God, the last 44 people you go up against, you knock them the fuck out.
Step in the ring, you're getting knocked
Ugh.
out. Wow.
And then we got this day in 1966, 16th NBA All-Star Game, Cincinnati Gardens, Cincinnati, Ohio. East beats West 137-94. MVP is Adrian Smith, Cincinnati Royals. That's all it says. I don't actually know what any of that means because that sounds like basketball shit. So
Yeah, it's basketball stuff. It's nothing too crazy. It's an all-star game.
I don't know shit about
Back when
basketball.
Cincinnati had an NBA team.
I know there's basketball players. I know James Harden is a fantastic.
is one of them.
He's a great basketball player, but a terrible person from what I hear.
That is something I could agree with.
I don't know. I've never met the guy, but that's what I hear. You got
What makes him not a great guy?
I don't know. You got LeBron James, who's
He's-
supposedly the greatest ever.
James is very conceited, very me-centered.
He's talking Harden, not LeBron.
Right. Just James-centered. This is James. I've actually had some people I know that have met him in person, and
Mhm.
he's just not very nice. You know, he's not very loving to the fans. He's all about just his
Me,
self-interest.
me.
Yeah.
I believe there's
But he's a very, very talented basketball player.
He is.
There's a particular
Shoots a lot.
person in here that 2 of us have met. Maybe 3. I don't know if you have. Well, we've met them on a personal level. Travis Kelce.
Oh, I was like, a basketball player?
No,
I've met him.
I did shake his hand and take a picture with him.
that's really cool.
I met him.
That's not. I mean, not really meeting on a personal level, but
I caught him.
you did catch him.
I caught Kelce. Wow. They had a show about it.
Catching
and
Kelce.
I did it.
There is another football game I would like to talk about today.
We got time.
All right.
On Monday. You know what's happening on Monday?
Who is playing Monday Night Football this week?
Nobody.
Yep, there is somebody.
Playing football?
Yeah.
Is it an XFL game?
Nope.
Then no, I have no idea. Tell us.
Yep.
LSU versus Clemson.
Oh, bowl
Oh,
game.
I forgot that hadn't even happened yet because
National
college
championship.
football's all screwed up. Hey, let's have the college football playoff, and then we'll have 130 bowl games, and then we'll have the national
Well,
championship.
yeah, I mean, it happens.
I think a lot of people have forgotten that there's even a championship.
No,
going
do you know the reason it happened though? They would have had to push it back.
Mm-mm.
So it's at the Superdome this
Too
year.
many bowl games.
Well, the holidays came at a weird day this year, but also the national championship was at the Superdome, and the Saints got a home playoff game. That was the day it was supposed to be last week. But since the Saints NFL takes precedent over college football, they had to push the game back because that's the venue was that Superdome.
Mm-hmm.
Well, of course, the Saints take precedent over
Right.
the money, and
Isn't that crazy?
NFL's
stupid.
way more than college.
Isn't that crazy though? I think
It's
that's pretty
crazy.
cool. But yeah, I don't know if you guys know this.
I bet that
listeners
pissed off a
about
lot
me.
of people who already had plans to travel, stuff like that.
I don't know if you guys know this about me, listeners, but I was born in New Orleans. My dad went to LSU. I've been an LSU fan my entire life. This is one of the best teams I've ever seen, so I'm very cautiously optimistic for Monday. This is one of the best teams I've ever seen. But Clemson has a guy named Trevor Lawrence who has never lost a football game in college. So
Yeah,
he's literally undefeated.
undefeated.
He won a national championship as a freshman, true freshman, still recorded. And I love that.
Clemson's good, but I think that it's time for Trevor Lawrence's great thing to come to an end.
I hope so. I hope it is.
I just don't feel like I feel like it's different in college, but I mean there is starting to be more and more parity in college. Like the team that is usually far and above the best can get upset anymore, but I just don't see LSU getting upset by Clemson. They're so good.
Both teams are undefeated going into the game. This is the best LSU offense. This is the best offense I've seen in college football in 15 years. They have a better. I think
that's more than half of his life.
Yeah.
Yep.
They Chase and Jefferson, their two
less than half of
wide
mine.
receivers are big guys. They might be a better duo than Odell and Jarvis at LSU. I'm going to say it.
Wow.
Yeah, they're
Mostly
very good.
because of Joe Burrow because he's incredible.
Wow.
Wasn't it you that was telling me? Yeah, it was you that was telling me about
The touchdowns.
how, the touchdown record.
Yeah.
Like all three of them.
All three of
broke
them.
it.
They're 1, 2, and 3 in school history, and touchdowns in the season.
Touchdowns.
Dwayne Bowe used to be number 1 for LSU.
That's motherfucking Dwayne
At
Bowe.
12, right?
Yeah, at 12. And their number 3 receiver has more.
It's silly.
Well, yeah, it's a really exciting time. If you guys, any of the listeners, also are a personal fan of mine, and follow me on either Instagram or Facebook, I'm participating in a Monday night basketball league. If you guys have been seeing the last couple weeks, called
I have
Hoops
seen
for
those.
Hangovers, and a little sneak peek. My outfit this week is going to be LSU censored, and it's gonna be a little extra. I think you're gonna like it.
A little extra.
I did not
He likes to
realize.
show up for those basketball games.
I did not realize Dwayne Bowe left the Chiefs to go to the Browns. The Browns are really good at picking up Chiefs players.
Yeah.
Dwayne Bowe.
Hmm.
Always good for a drop pass. Always.
Don't talk about my boy like that.
I'm just-
My Bowe
Facts are
like
facts.
that.
Taste Dwayne Bowe.
Facts are facts. Taste of Dwayne Bowe.
But yeah, I want to talk about that game because by the time we get back on here next week, the national championship is going to be over, and you guys are either going to be seeing me really excited or not as excited.
Fair enough.
I think he'll get over it pretty quick though.
Yeah, it's just such an exciting time. I don't know. First off, I don't know the next time that we're going to be able to be better than Alabama in the SEC to
Yeah.
even make it to the national championship.
I believe Eminem said it best. The SEC won't let me be, so let me be me.
No, he didn't say that.
He said SEC. I know.
No, he said FCC.
Was it? I thought it was the SEC.
No, the FCC.
What's the FCC?
The
Yes.
federal
Federal. Let me see.
Federal something commission. It has to do with Federal Censorship Commission.
Okay.
That's what it is.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Give a
But I changed it to SCC.
recording. It's not recording. It's not recording.
That's all right. We're wrapping up anyway, so fuck this thing.
Okay.
Yeah, fuck it. I'll click it.
No, it's Federal Communications Commission.
That's what
There
it
he
is.
goes
But
back.
they rely on censorships and shit.
I also think we should let the fans know what they need to be thinking about this week.
Yes.
We will be posting it immediately.
The next bracket, we need you guys to just take 5 minutes out of your day
Maybe
And
even
send
3
it-
if you can do it quick.
and send us your ideas for our next bracket. It will be the ultimate Disney Pixar bracket.
Ba, 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 ba.
We will be.
What are the regions? I think we already decided on those, right?
I don't know that we officially decided on the fourth one, but we're going to right now.
Okay.
Let's do
there
it.
it is.
So the first region, we are going to do 8 teams per.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're going to do 8 teams per region.
Mhm.
Region number 1 will be just your OG Disney movies.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking your, Beauty and the Beast, your
Lion
Sleeping Beauties,
King,
Lion
things like that.
Kings, yeah.
We will.
Toy
Are
Story.
we counting?
No,
Not Toy Story.
Are we
That was my
counting?
bad, take it
Are we
back.
counting in that animation and live action? If they liked Lion King, but they liked the live action more than the animation for some
I
reason.
think that's a good question.
I think we should put
if-
them all together.
I think if you say Lion King,
It's all-
that's encompassing the live action and
Gotcha.
the animation.
Gotcha.
It's not that way though for like for our second region is going to be Disney Pixar
Okay.
movies.
Disney Pixar.
So like Toy Story might be your favorite Disney movie. Toy Story 3 might be your favorite Disney Pixar movie. They're not all encompassing,
Right.
Because those are very
Those
different,
are different
movies.
movies. Yeah.
Fair enough.
So you can have Toy Story, Toy Story 2, and Toy Story 3 all in your
sequels are not included.
correct.
They are separate.
Okay.
Remakes of the exact same movie, no matter how different they may be, still the
Same
same. movie.
storyline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Our
number.
third one is going to be Disney Channel original movies.
Got to.
So start getting on your Disney Plus and watching some of those.
Yep.
We talked about a couple of them today, so
We did.
that's perfect.
My Day with the
then-
President's Daughter will be on mine. If that's considered a Disney original, I'll have to check the actual.
What
much
should
of that?
we do as far as our fourth one goes? Because I don't think that we can. I have an idea.
I think.
I don't think that we can just do a Star Wars or a Marvel. I think
No.
we have to include all
I think it should just be
all
Disney.
non-animated
Yep.
movies,
Disney.
live action movies, Pirates of the Caribbean, Star
Yeah.
Wars.
I was gonna
Marvel.
say like Disney affiliates, so you can
That's
have
so big.
Marvel, Star Wars.
That's way too big.
That's
I
not
don't
too
think
big.
so. It's everything that's not on Disney Channel, everything that's not a Disney animated movie, and it's not a Disney Pixar.
So the
movie.
miscellaneous bracket.
Yeah.
You include shit like all the Star Wars. You can include the Mandalorian from Disney
There's
Plus.
you,
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 can
you
include
could
all
have
Marvel
all
movies.
8 in Star Wars though.
You could.
And that's
could-
why I
it
want to
could
get.
shake
That's
out
why I
that
want to
way.
get more than 6 brackets to choose from, because not everybody's going to pick all the Star Wars
There's
movies.
so much discrepancy there. That's tough. Okay, that's what you want. That's what you guys want.
Well, what? Well,
And also, if anybody picks all 8 Star Wars films,
get the fuck
is
out.
it is their favorite movies? Like, come on, you're wrong. Like, you don't
I
watch
might-
enough movies,
I
or
might-
you're
I
just
might do
being
that.
you're just being a diehard tryhard.
Look, I love Star Wars, but I don't think every Star Wars movie is better than every movie
No.
I've seen in the Disney universe. Period.
not even close.
Because technically, okay, are we
And
going?
I know you don't think that.
Can we go on technicalities here? Although Disney does own the rights to Star Wars now, they did not fucking own it during the original 6.
Mm-hmm. That's correct.
So the original 6 don't count.
Correct. Those are not Disney movies.
Yep, they only.
So you're gonna say it right now?
If
They
you
don't count?
if you put a movie on there that's Star Wars that is not a Disney movie,
that was not
which
owned
now
by Disney.
is technically a Disney movie. When those movies
Retrospectively,
came
but
out, they
it
were
was,
not Disney.
It was
movies.
not at the time.
Wow. So no 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Which
Or 4, 5, 6,
technically,
1, 2,
there's a
3.
lot of Marvel movies that cut out of there too, because Disney didn't acquire Marvel until
Let's Google it.
the second Avengers, I think.
Google the dates of acquisition, and we will also post this on the Facebook and the Twitter sphere.
The tweet.
You cannot include movies that were made by Marvel or Star Wars, Lucasfilms, before these dates.
2009 is when they grabbed Marvel.
Okay. No Marvel movies before 2009.
And then
But the beauty of it is, so we're gonna give you guys a couple weeks for this.
The Beauty and the Beast of it.
The beauty and the beast of this. We're gonna
2012 was when they acquired Star Wars. So only the last 3 main story films, and of course Solo and Rogue One
The
count.
canon.
So we guys have a couple weeks for this because we're gonna give you a couple weeks to send in your brackets. But we're gonna do one bracket at a time. So I'm probably gonna do what the Disney
We'll do the
Original Disney?
the Disney original
first.
movies first. Yeah.
Are we gonna knock out the whole bracket and then move on to the second bracket, or are we gonna do the first round, second
Should
bracket?
we-
First round, first round, first bracket, first round, second bracket, first round.
I think we
we
should.
do-
I think we should break it up like that. So we'll do Disney original animations first.
The whole bracket.
The whole bracket.
Okay.
Then we hold on to that champion. Then we'll do the Disney Channel or the Pixar's. Then we'll hold on to that champion. That'll make it easier, so we're not bombarding people with like, give me your top 8, give me your top 8.
Okay, so anybody listening to this episode, if you're going to share on the Facebook page or whatnot,
We're gonna start with Disney.
only send us your top 8 Disney original movies. No Pixar, not Disney Channel original, and
Which we'll explain that in.
it's got to be an animated Disney animated movie.
Yes.
Let's say I have a live action.
Yeah, Disney animated with / live action remake, whatever.
You Disney fans know.
Yeah.
Don't be an asshat.
Yeah. Don't be a fuckstick.
All right, well I think that's a good place to wrap it up.
Don't be an asshat.
Hashtag don't be an asshat.
Don't be a poop fart.
Hashtag that's fucking awesome on all your awesome videos. I just posted one this morning. Also, send us your ideas.
Mm-hmm.
Go Chiefs.
Go Chiefs.
And also, if you're
Chiefs.
a fan of somebody else,
Go them
your
too,
team.
whatever.
But for us, go Chiefs.
Go sports.
Chiefs. Go LSU Tigers.
Turn up.
Go
Go
Turn up.
Tigers.
Turn up. Yeet yeet. That's a rat.
Bang bang.
Bye.